As we're heading into graduation season, I invited Mara Heichman. She's a life coach, and the name of her company is Discover Your Potential. So thank you for stopping in today.
Thank you for having me. I love your office. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you. So as it's becoming graduation season, I thought it would be good to ask you some things like, how do you start the process when you're working with a recent graduate? Do you have any suggestions working with them?
You know, I think the big thing is there's no one right path after graduation, right? There's no one right path after high school or even sometimes then, but there's definitely no one right path after graduation, especially college. And it's taking stock of what you've learned, what you like to do, what you're good at, what motivates you, and kind of figuring out what you might want more of and realizing it's not forever. Whatever job you take, that first job, it's about trying things on. What do I like? Do I like hybrid? There's so many different choices and things like that. It's also about knowing who your resources are. Hopefully your parents are still trusted resources. You're only 22, 23. Who do you ask for questions about financial advice? And who do you ask questions about how to pay bills or how to turn on your Wi-Fi and things like that, or how to find where you're living and stuff, and knowing who your resources are.
Cool.
Yeah.
And what about, we're coming up on Mother's Day pretty soon, so when you're dealing with somebody who's been a stay-at-home mom for a long time and they want to get back into the workforce, how can you guide them?
So stay-at-home moms are probably one of the most untapped resources, truly. The amount it takes, those soft skills, supposedly, are really, really important in this day and age. And taking track of what you maybe used to do, what you're interested in, what you like doing, what you want more of, how do you want your week to look like, ideally, and then kind of figuring out what skills you already have, not underestimating those skills, maybe finding some new skills or building some things, and then using your network of resources. I mean,
So
women,
come back to the network like these.
I know women and men, we need each other to help find each other, different people in different places. And yes, the internet is a great place, but human connection, nothing beats it. And asking people, those people you sat and talked to on the sidelines, they know people and they have friends and they know and like and trust you and can help you move forward.
All right, sounds good. All right. And are there any other areas of wellness that you like to coach?
I don't think there's any specific areas I like to coach. I think people have changes in their life every 4, 5, 6 or so years, and I think it's really important to kind of reflect and look at the lessons and things, like I said before, and kind of moving through those transitions in a powerful and intentional way, and not holding ourselves back. And I think a coach can really help with that and help people really tune into their inner voice and listen to what's being said inside instead of all the noise, because we have a lot of noise. So.
Do you work with people on a regular basis, or is it kind of they cycle through, they work with you for a certain period of time and then they come back?
It varies. It really varies. I'm what I consider like a touch point for a lot of people, and some people need touch points weekly at different times, and some people need touch points monthly, and some people really do kind of come in and out. As I've said, the magic of coaching is not what happens in the sessions. What happens in between, what people do with themselves in between those sessions.
So, yeah. Do you have a challenging story of something that you've worked with somebody on that you've overcome and helped them with a problem, or something you solved?
Probably not a challenging story specifically, but family units have been through a lot of challenges over these last several years with stress, whether it be political or being in the house together and COVID. And I've been doing a lot more family coaching and helping people talk to one another. And families look very different, and we live in all different places, but we're still family, and being able to communicate with one another. And when everyone can kind of feel seen and heard and feel validated, they can feel safe to share with one another and kind of grow and move forward. And it's a huge privilege to watch families improve their communication styles and communication skills. So I think that's it.
Well, I can see how a family or an individual would be comfortable talking to you. You've got such a nice, bright smile, and you're engaging. So I'd be happy to come and talk to you about it.
Anytime.
Coaching.
You are welcome anytime, for sure. Thank you.
So how can somebody be in touch with you if they'd like to get some more information?
Mara at maraheichman.com is my email, and discover your potential. maraheichman.com is my website.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.